The Tale of the Whispering Baobab. In the land of Menor, where golden savannas met dense forest, stood an ancient baobab tree named Golo, towering over the landscape like a watchful guardian. The people of Menor believed Golo was no ordinary tree but a vessel of wisdom, blessed by their ancestors. At sunset, the elders would sit under its branches, listening to its whispers carried by the wind. These whispers were said to guide the people, offering solutions to their problems and foretelling their future. Golo's wisdom was the heartbeat of Marenga's prosperity. The whispers were not just words but a melody of hope and direction, weaving through the lives of the villagers, assuring them of a brighter tomorrow. Each generation honored Ngolo, teaching their children to listen and trust in its guidance. But one year, as a great drought gripped the land, Ngolo grew silent. The winds that once carried its whispers ceased, and the villagers grew fearful. Without Ngolo's guidance, how will we survive? They lamented. Crops withered, the riverbeds cracked, and the once bustling village became heavy with despair. People gathered every evening under the tree, hoping for even the faintest murmur, but the silence persisted. Among them was a young woman named Ebony, known for her quick wit and boundless curiosity. Unlike others who feared the unknown, Ebony loved exploring the mysteries of the land. Ebony's heart ached as she saw the sorrow in her village. She felt the pull of something deeper, a call to action that others couldn't hear. One evening, as the village gathered in despair, Ebony approached Elder Chuma. "Why has Ngolo grown silent?" she asked. The elder sighed, his eyes filled with worry. Ngolo's spirit has retreated deep within. It calls for help, but none have dared to seek its heart. "I will go," Ebony said without hesitation, her voice cutting through the murmurs of disbelief. Gasps rippled through the crowd. The baobab's heart is unreachable. It lies deep within the labyrinth of roots, guarded by spirits. Ebony smiled, her courage unwavering. No path is impassable for one who listens with her heart. That night, as the villagers slept, Ebony stood before Ngolo, its gnarled branches stretching toward the moonlit sky. She placed her hands on the rough bark and whispered, "Show me the way, and I will answer your call." The ground trembled, and a hidden entrance at the tree's base revealed itself. Ebony stepped inside, descending into a labyrinth of roots that twisted like ancient rivers. The air was cool and damp, carrying an otherworldly hum that seemed to echo the heartbeat of the tree. Ebony clutched a small pouch of herbs her grandmother had given her for protection, each step taking her further into the unknown. As Ebony ventured deeper, she encountered her first trial, a chasm filled with shimmering water that reflected the night sky. On the surface, distorted faces of villagers appeared, crying out in anguish. Their voices called her name, pleading and accusing all at once. "Why have you left us? Why did you not stay?" Ebony knelt by the water and whispered, "I see your pain, but I will not be consumed by fear." She scattered the herbs into the water, and the faces vanished, replaced by a calm, clear path of stepping stones. Carefully, she crossed the chasm, her resolve growing stronger with each step. The tunnels grew darker, the hum louder, as glowing eyes appeared all around her. A deep voice rumbled, "Who dares disturb the sacred grove of Ngolo?" "It is I, Ebony of Menor," she said, her voice steady despite the fear that rippled through her. "I come to restore Ngolo's whispers." The eyes blinked, and a giant serpent emerged, its scales glimmering like jewels. Its size filled the tunnel, its presence both magnificent and terrifying. If you seek Ngolo's heart, the serpent hissed, you must prove your worth. Answer this, what is the greatest gift one can offer the ancestors? Abani thought of her people, her family, and the tree's silence. She closed her eyes, allowing the question to resonate deeply within her. The greatest gift, she replied, her voice firm, is the courage to preserve their legacy, even at great personal cost. The serpent stared at her for a long moment, its gaze piercing yet thoughtful. Finally, it nodded and slithered away, revealing a glowing doorway ahead. Abani stepped through the doorway and found herself in a radiant chamber where Ngolo's spirit pulsed like a beating heart. The air shimmered with light and energy, and the hum grew into a resonant voice. Why have you come, child? The voice asked, deep and powerful. Ngolo, your silence has left Mena in despair. I wish to restore your whisper so that our people may thrive once more. To restore my voice, you must offer something precious, the spirit said. Something that connects you to the land and the people. Abani hesitated, her hand resting on the anklet her mother had given her, a symbol of her bond to her family and heritage. It was her most treasured possession. With trembling fingers, she removed the anklet and held it up. I offer this, my connection to the past, so that the future may prosper. The spirit accepted the anklet, and a brilliant light filled the chamber. The hum grew louder, transforming into the gentle whispers that once guided Mena. Abani emerged from the tree as dawn broke, her face illuminated by the first rays of sunlight. The whispers of Ngolo danced through the wind, carrying hope and wisdom once more. The villagers rushed to her, their faces alight with joy and wonder. Ngolo speaks again. Elder Chuma exclaimed, tears streaming down his face. Abani shared the wisdom she had learned, that true guidance comes not just from listening to others but from offering oneself for the greater good. From that day, Abani was celebrated as the keeper of Ngolo's heart. Her story was told for generations, reminding the people of Mena that courage, selflessness, and a connection to the past were the keys to a prosperous future. And so, Ngolo's whispers continued, guiding the people of Mena through the trials of life, its ancient roots forever intertwined with their hearts.